Please remember, I didn't come here to teach you history or to tell you some stories. The history about the Holocaust, I'll leave to history. I came here to share with you, a part of my 6 long years of suffering, humiliation, and torture which I've been through. I came here because I feel I have an obligation to young people like you. It's not so easy for a Holocaust survivor when he is coming, unfolding the pages of the yesterday days, the pages of suffering. If you look at me, I'm one from 200 members of the family, only one. It took me a long time, close 35 years, till I opened up and started. It took a time to forget about my suffering. The physical pain have been gone, but I have memories of 6 long years which I suffered, have been humiliated by people, by a nation, Germany, Europe, whose members have been, the leaders in each period of progress in this 20th century. And overnight they turn and kill us. Remember the Holocaust, World War II. This is not to blame one man, the whole nation. Old Germany, from the generation of the yesterday, of the 40s, how to play. See, I didn't come to took a revenge, or to tell you stories. This which I'm sharing with you, this is a part of my life. 6 long years of suffering, humiliation, which I went through. If you look at me, just close your second eye. 50 years ago, I was a young man. 51 years ago, I had my dreams. They have been cut off. In 1939, the Germans occupied Poland. Everything in a normal way of life has been put to pieces. My dreams fade away. I was supposed to get my doctor's degree in 1943. Everything faded. Everything disappeared. If you look at me, I am a man without a past, without memories of my past. Because the German destroyed everything. Like I said, I'm only one for 200 members of the family who carry memories of suffering and pain. If you look at me, I saw how the German killed my father, my mom, my sister, my brother, my sister, my whole family. In the beginning I was crying, later on I didn't cry. In this kind of memories I have to share with you. Remember, it's not so easy when a Holocaust survivor is standing in front of an audience, especially an audience for young people like you. And if I see pairs of eyes staring from me, remember the difference in the age between me and you, because it's 60 years. How I find you bird that your rich condition, rich in you, relate to you, that you can understand what bigotry and hatred can do. This which I'm sharing with you, and you will see in the way which I will represent what bigotry and hatred can do to people, in animals, in human beings. This which I saw in my lifetime, and this which I'm sharing with you, it's impossible to understand how this happened. I'm studying the Holocaust already 11 years, and I couldn't find the answer why. What happened? What happened that another human being done so much, inflicted so much pain and suffering for another human being only because he was born another race and religion? This is the uniqueness of the Holocaust. A nation took out a part of their population only because they have been born another race and religion, create war in which they kill, humiliate, burn in pieces a nation and history. This is the Holocaust. This is the uniqueness. First in the history of the Western civilization, we have a case where a state legally organized a part of their people to be killed in the name of their law, Irish law. It's impossible to understand. After so many years, this is 45, 46 years ago, when I went this through, and still I don't believe it. It is impossible to believe. Sometimes at night I am awake and I'm crying, I'm shaking. Yes, I have memories which will stay with me a long time. You couldn't take a sponge and say, forget it. We are human. We have memories. I live with the memories. And always when I'm relating, especially when I'm relating to a group of people, I'm relating this. This is my pain which I'm sharing with you. If you look, on this tame fingers, with this tame fingers, I operate in concentration camps on human beings without anesthesia, without medication. I put pieces of foot out on a lot of people. You see, I survived because I was a surgeon in concentration camp, in 2 death camps, because this I survived. I was lucky. Usually the chairman have been killing the witness. You have too many doctors who survive. I am one who survived by a miracle. That's for me that I am a better one than the 6 million who perished. I was lucky. I was in charge of a hospital, and I had a piece of bread, because this I survived. I have another piece of bread to eat, because this I'm in front of you, and you relate. It's not so easy for a survivor, to stay in front of an audience and recall the days of the yesterday days, the day of pain. We are living this at a time. Like I said, it took a long time to courage that we can stand in front of an audience and share with you our suffering. Remember when I always turning back the pages on the day which I went through for myself, I'm reliving this. In this minute when I'm talking to you and I'm calling the hospital, in my ear I can hear the calling and the crying of the dying people, the crying for water, the crying for help. I'm supposed to be a doctor to help people. I prolong the pain because I have an SS man from in back of me with a gun, and he was forcing me to operate on people. He said to me in a Gemach schnell that I had to move fast. I didn't help them. I prolonged the pain because we didn't have no medication, no anesthesia. You can imagine what kind of memories I have of pain and suffering. I bear in my lifetime over 25,000 people. You can imagine how much pain, how much suffering I went through. And still I'm living. I feel as a survivor that I have an obligation to you, human beings. Because you are the generation post-Auschwitz. To you, the Holocaust is a page of history. Letters black on a page. But I am standing in front of you and recalling the day of the past. Each word is written with blood of millions to millions of people. Remember, 39 million people died, 6 million only, because they have been born another race in religion. 1.5 million of Jewish little children have been killed. You can imagine what a child commits, what kind of crime a child. And in my lifetime I saw how German soldiers took children by the legs and ripped them to pieces. I saw how a German soldier took a child, threw him on the ground, and with his butt smashed this little head. And the mother was trying to save this little child and kill it with a machine gun. I saw how German throw little children from the 3rd or 2nd floor on the ground, smash them with it. Yes, this I saw. This kind of memories I have. And with this I have to go on living. This is a minute which I'm sharing to you the liquidation of the city of Radom. I'm